Hey everyone, my name is Brian. I'm back here with Hostirian, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to create a winning website. Let's get started. So these 5 tips I have here, they're not in any particular order, okay? So don't think that one's more important than the other one. These are all 5 tips that will definitely help you create an awesome website. So let's get started, okay? My first tip is that you want to have a call to action. I cannot tell you how many websites that I've been on or I've helped people fix, and they didn't even have a call to action. Your call to action should pop up right here, okay, really high, right there, the very first thing you see when you go to the website, and it should say what you do, why they should do it now, and then a button where they can actually do it now. Now, that's a buy now button, that's a book a class, book a consultation, make a phone call, whatever the case may be, but it's something for them to actually, an actual item, right? So say you have like a hair salon, right? And you could say, finally get the hairstyle that you've been dreaming about. Start now, right? Book your appointment now. Something like that that will give them they know exactly what they're there to do, they know exactly what you do, and there's a way for them to do it right then and there, okay? That's my first tip. Moving on to my second tip. You want to make sure you have a way to collect information, right? So what I think the best way to collect information from your potential clients is to give them something, right? So give away some like real value, right? So say you're like a veterinary clinic, all right? You can say something like, below your call to action, of course, you can say something like, click here and download 5 tips to great ways to give your dog medicine, right? Because I know right now, both my dogs are on medicine right now, and it's a challenge to get them to get medicine in their body because they spit it out, they do all this extra stuff, and I don't want them to, get fat and overweight by giving too much cheese and human food, because then they're begging at the table. It's just a nightmare. So that's something that could be really valuable for people, and they're more willing to give you their information if you give them something first, right? Kind of like you show me mine, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Okay, so try something like that. Next, you want to make sure that you have a spot where they can collect, as you collect information, there's a spot on your page where people can book an appointment with you, right? So there's a key to this, right? If they have questions and they want to talk to you, you want them to be able to book a appointment on their time, all right? That's the most important part. It has to be on their time. Now, after you do that, you want to make sure that you have time allocated in your calendar so you can be available, all right? Now, the second caveat to that is that you don't want to have that time so close together that you don't have enough time to prepare. So you don't want them to be able to book an appointment in like 5 minutes. You could be knee deep in something in your business and you can't get away in 5 minutes. So set that time up, make sure there's enough time in advance so you can prepare for that. And if it is enough time in advance, you can also use that time frame if no one books to do other things in your business, like reply to reviews or post on social media or whatever busy work you may have to go do at your business. Okay, so keep it moving along. The next thing you want to do is you want to have a FAQs, right? People have questions, and people go to the internet for questions. So if you know what the most common questions that people in your industry ask or in your business ask, then you can answer those for them, right? So they have something they can hold on to that's going to be really helpful for them to say, oh, okay, I had a question about that and they just solved it. I'm going to go ahead and book that appointment. Or I'm going to go ahead and book that phone call, that consultation, right? So if you're knee deep in your business, you should absolutely know the nuances, and people don't. All they know is that they have a problem and they want it fixed, right? So let them know that you would answer their problems and you will fix their problems and you will take care of it for them. Which brings me to my last point. Show off on your website. This is not a time frame to be bashful and shy, okay? This is a time frame to say, listen, I have your back. I know that you have a dog, and I know that sometimes your dog gets sick and you gotta give him medication. This is the best way to do it. Let me show you how I did it. Boom, right? Dive deep. Look into all these different ways of how you can create value, whether it be a blog, whether it be a video, whether it be a picture. It would even be something like, hey, subscribe to my newsletter, right? Or maybe you wrote an ebook. So if you haven't, write a book. And then say, okay, well, check out my book that I wrote. Or subscribe to my newsletter for more tricks like this to how to help your pet, right? Have some fun with it. So if this information was helpful for you, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel and comment what part was the most helpful for you. And this was all trash, tell me that. Actually, send me a message. Don't put that on the page. Tell me that later. And let me know how this was helpful for you, okay? Till next time, guys, make it count.